Hi all. Today's reading is from Matthew 22, 1-14, and I'm reading from the Message version. Jesus responded by telling still more stories. God's kingdom, he said, is like a king who threw a wedding banquet for his son. He sent out servants to call in all the invited guests, and they wouldn't come. He sent out another round of servants, instructing them to tell the guests, "Look, everything is on the table. The prime rib is ready for carving. Come to the feast." They only shrugged their shoulders and went off, one to weed his garden, another to work in his shop. The rest, with nothing better to do, beat up on the messengers and then killed them. The king was outraged and sent his soldiers to destroy those thugs and level their city. Then he told his servants, "We have a wedding banquet all prepared and no guests." The ones invited weren't up to it. Go out into the busiest intersections in the town and invite anyone you find to the banquet. The servants went out on the streets and rounded up everyone they laid eyes on, good and bad regardless. And so the banquet was on, every place filled. When the king entered and looked over the scene, he spotted a man who wasn't properly dressed. He said to him, "Friend, how dare you come in here looking like that?" The man was speechless. Then the king told his servants, "Get him out of here, fast. Tie him up and ship him to hell, and make sure he doesn't get back in." That's what I mean when I say, many get invited, only a few make it. So when I read bits of the Bible like that are tricky to understand or have bits that are really challenging, I quite often just want to turn away from it, to shut my Bible and get on with the day. But my encouragement to you and to myself is to take those tricky bits and ask people, talk to Kaz, talk to people who've maybe been to Bible college or read the Bible a bunch, and ask them what those bits mean. But also I think my challenge and encouragement with passages like that is to just stop and take a moment and think, what is God saying to me through this passage today, even with the bits I don't understand. And the bit that really spoke to me from that passage is the fact that people were too busy to come and spend time with God and come and spend time with Jesus. The banquet they'd arranged was amazing. It was going to be the best thing ever. And people who were invited got distracted, got busy, got involved in other things. And that made me think about how much I can do that. Just get distracted by responsibilities, by other things I might want to do that I think are going to satisfy and give me pleasure, but they're not going to be as great as spending time with God and spending time with Jesus. So that's my encouragement and my challenge to you and to myself today. That's what stood out. I've been going through the Lectio 365 devotions, and they've got a prayer that they've been using through Lent, and I'm going to share that with you now. It says, "Jesus, you are the way, the truth and the life. Through the season of Lent, as I reflect on your holy passion, may my love be rekindled, that I might live sacrificially and wholly for you." As Jesus is passionate about us and wants to put on an amazing banquet, may we be passionate about him and know that spending time with him is the greatest thing we can do.